I opened the SDO toolkit, so we see together how it works. As you see, even this is Excel based, so it can be used easily, but since it's, you see, this is the copyleft, it means that it can be reused, readapted, remixed, translated, and so on. So it can be even very easily changed or translated by either a researcher, company, designer, whoever. And okay, well, here is project record. Simply you insert inside different the project name, etc. Maybe what is important to define is the satisfaction unit. So it's not that we have to design a product, but we have to design the heating in I don't know, in the campus of a given university, for example. Then for here you see we have the environmental, the socio-ethical, and then we have some guidelines for the distributed economy. Now we will see only the environmental and socio-ethical. For the environmental, the first thing that could be made, as I was introducing before, is the strategic analysis. So this is made on the existing system. So for example, the heating in the campus of Bovisa campus of Politecnico di Milano, where I'm working. And so there are some questions, are disposable system use? And so here I can write something and so on. And these guidelines, some are relevant, some could be not, but help me to report whether system life optimization is a problem or not. Then I move to transportation. I have different checklists. Again, I can report the problem related to the transportation and so on for resource reduction, waste minimization, conservation, and so on. So indeed, you have a qualitative evaluation of the environmental problem of your system that is related to the different strategy for which you have to design. When this is made, it will be possible for you to understand, for example, that system life optimization in your case was the one with, let's say, compared to the other, with a medium priority. Transportation was not that a concern. Resource reduction for the heating, for example, would be with a high priority. Waste minimization maybe with a low priority. Conservation and biocompatibility, this indeed could be high priority. Toxicity for the heating system could be even that, depends on the system that we are analyzing, if they are already using organic or not, but it could be still a high priority and so on. So these help achieve to either understand which are the main problem, as well as to understand the priority. Indeed, then you can move, and you have this priority I highlighted here. So for example, you can move to those with the highest priority first. Minimize resource consumption, and you can have you can read some guidelines, and you can brainstorm, complement the supply of resources of semi-finished product consumer related to the product system with services for their optimal use. And here you can click, as I said, and you can go to an example, and you can read the example. So again, here you can drag and drop idea, and the point is that the idea should be up to a system level. Okay, so, and you will develop for resource reduction and for the other, if we are here, for example, I don't know, if there is something complement product infrastructure with services for maintenance and repair, there could be something related to the maintenance and repair of the producer of the oven that will be involved in the offer for the system that we are developing for the canteen into the campus and so on. And so the idea will be up to that level. Of course, complement the product is not the product, the oven with all inclusive the services for its maintenance, repair for the campus and blah blah, with maybe some characteristics. When this is made, as I told you, this could be taken into the innovation diagram, as I show you, or they could be taken even into the radar diagram. Usually, we take it to the innovation diagram because we are working up to a system level, but is could be an alternative way of assessing, or could be made in parallel. Okay, this is to orientate the concept. The other thing is to check the concept. So again, here, as we did for the product level, we have a system, sustainable product service system concept that has been developed, and we compare the existing system, the concept, system concept developed with the existing system, again in relation to the six criteria. So these 6 criteria are leading us all along the process. Okay, so here we will write there is an improvement because of this reason, and so on, and blah blah. In terms of transportation, maybe we didn't do anything. Nothing was made, and so no improvement in this case. Sorry. The other thing you can do, of course, is to if you understand that you improve in a radical way, you click radical improvement, and so on. So you go on with the waste. You make this qualitative assessment of comparing your concept with the existing system, and you will select, for example, incremental improvement in terms of conservation biocompatibility. Let's say we go fully organic, and so even maybe even this is a radical improvement. And of course, here there will be a report about that. This is something that then could be seen here in the radar diagram. So we have a radar diagram as in the other cases. The priority could be inserted here inside. So for system life optimization, we have medium. So we insert medium here, and so we did we do for the other. And we have this evaluation where we see the performance of our concept. Double plus, it means radical innovation. We have a radical innovation for a medium priority. This would be toxicity reduction is a high priority. So age is good that we have a radical innovation, and so on. Okay, I made it a little bit simple. Of course, when you're making an analysis, it takes a while, and of course you are inside the project and you have a certain knowledge, but it's quite useful and it's guiding you. The last thing that you can do is that you can make a synthetic report here. You can write the reason why we have a system type optimization. Okay, of course you will not write reason why, but the reason will be written here, so that you can use this even as a communication tool. You can present this, say this. The other thing is that it's similar, so there is not that much to add. Simply for you to know that for different criteria, and of course with different checklists, you can evaluate the existing system in relation to the working condition, in relation to equity and justice, in relation to stakeholder, in relation to responsible, sustainable consumption, to favoring low income and marginalized people, and so on. And even here, as for the other, when you make a report help supported by the checklist, you can identify whether this is the level of priority, because this is, for example, this is a big problem in relation to our system. So there is a high priority because, for example, we are taking some vegetables from low-income contexts where there is no concern or attention or certification about fair trade and so on. So this could be a high problem that we can highlight and so on. Okay, when this is made the same, we have the priority here highlighted. We will give more attention to the eco idea boards related to the criteria. We are speaking about critical criteria with the highest priority. And again, here you can generate idea, and this will be again, the guidelines could be supportive for your generation of idea. Again, you can click to see some example and so on. As I said to you, the idea, both the environmental and the socio-ethical, will be reported with different color to be recognized on the innovation diagram, or they can be transferred on the radar. Okay, here you can you can check the concept when this has been developed in relation to the different criteria, and now I believe you understand. I have improved in an incremental way this one. I have improved. I realize that improve in radical way this one, and blah blah. And this will be then shown in the radar diagram. Okay, you can move okay from the environmental to the radar diagram even from here. For the distributed, we don't have an evaluation of the existing system and a check, because we evaluate the environmental and socio-ethical sustainability. We are evaluating the sustainability, but we have guidelines to address, and we can generate idea to address the system towards a promising distributed system, with example on different type. DG stands for distributed energy generation, DK stands for distributed knowledge generation, and so on. So there are different type of things that could be more or less, usually depends on the type of service that you are, product service system that you are developing. Okay, so this was the last part. The meaning was to give you an idea of what could be made. Again, I'm saying all the reference are given, and you will find them back